Hey, what's up everybody? Chris here, and today I want to talk about 3 Xbox Series S games that I'm playing for the month of March. Hey, if you're enjoying this channel, if you like the content, please be sure to subscribe and please be sure to give this video a thumbs up. So I think one of the coolest Game Pass games that I've recently discovered is Carrion. And so if you've seen anything about this, what it is it's sort of this 8-bit, kind of 16-bit-ish side-scrolling pixel game where you are a monster who's trying to escape from a military laboratory. And it's really just sort of a gross, slimy, but totally awesome game that I highly recommend checking out. At this point, I'd say I'm maybe halfway through the experience of the game, and it actually has some moments in it where you sort of go through these flashbacks as a human who's working in the laboratory. But the way it all sort of comes together, and really the fluidity and movement of the creature that you play as is great. And there are these moments where you have just tentacles that you can sort of shoot everywhere to really move swiftly and quickly through the environment with a lot of verticality and sort of, side to side horizontally. But you kill a human or a military guard or someone in your way, and you sort of rip them apart and consume them for energy. And you have different abilities that you have to sort of use to navigate different puzzles as well. So it is really kind of a puzzle game in that regard. But it's really a lot of fun. It looks great. It runs really well. And again, because it's on Game Pass, it's hard to not recommend checking it out. So definitely give it a look. Another game that I've been playing a lot of recently is Uno. Yeah, that's right. Uno, the card game, which I picked up from the Xbox store for something like $3 or $4. It wasn't very much, but it's one of those games that I can just sort of pick up and play and enjoy while not a whole lot else is going on. And it seems to have a pretty robust multiplayer community, so I haven't really had any trouble getting into online matches and having fun with that. And if you know Uno at all, it can be pretty intense when it gets down to the final card or two and sort of trying to make people draw multiple cards as you stack sort of +4s on top of one another. But it's just a really fun game. Of course, it looks and runs great on the Series S, as it would on any system, including the Switch, I would assume. But again, a cheap pickup, but a really fun one nonetheless. Another game that I've been playing a good bit of lately is Watch Dogs 2. Now, I do want to play Watch Dogs Legion. I haven't yet made a decision about whether or not I'm going to play that on the Series S or PS5. Obviously, it's going to have better ray tracing elements on the PS5, but from everything I've seen, it does look really good on the Series S, and the Series S does have some ray tracing support with that. And it's one of the games, I think, early on in the life cycle of the Series S, which is obviously several months old now, did sort of highlight, that it does have ray tracing. So anyway, before I got into Legion, I wanted to play the precursor to that, Watch Dogs 2, and I had never played any Watch Dogs game. I saw that it was on sale for $10, so I picked it up, and so this is not a Game Pass game. But I've had a good bit of fun with this. It's sort of like GTA Lite, I would say. It's not overly difficult. It's really sort of an arcadey, go around San Francisco, do a bunch of crazy stuff type game. I would say that it looks pretty good. There's nothing really here in terms of the graphics to write home about, but I don't really think that's really an issue with the Series S as much as it is, the game itself, which I think came out in 2017 or something like that. However, it does run at 60 frames per second. It's silky smooth. I think San Francisco looks good in it. It at times is a little bit bland in terms of the number of people you come across, but so far I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's a highly entertaining game. So that's just a quick rundown of some of the Series S games that I'm playing. And people seem to really enjoy the Series S content, so I think I'm going to try to dig into that a little bit more. But if you have some Series S games that you've been playing that you would recommend, please be sure to leave those in the comments below. And please be sure to check back soon for more Series S content.